Hello and good evening. God, this program is gonna end me one day, but hey, it's working now, right? It surely won't break. Nope, I'm certain it won't. Can I even redeem a bean in this form? You can, yes. Whoa. Shoulder bean. It's a shoulder bean. Think we like shoulder bean, no? I think we do. Bean. Oh. Fuck the German railway. For real though. I hate them. Stupid, shitty ass company. Fuck 'em. Hello, Shizune. Congratulations on your Yi-san. Don't fucking needs to get fixed, that's bread. More trains. We need more trains, right? So, by the way, I really want Angdu. I don't know if I have Bamboo-Headed Kim, actually. I don't think I have him. Which, yeah, makes the ego kind of pointless. But that's okay. That doesn't matter. I want Angdu. I don't really care for the ego. But Ishi is very cute. Ishi is very cute. We need Ishmael. That looks painful. That's painful to look at. Ow. Whose shards would I prefer? Honestly, Marisol shards, because I want to exchange an ego and I still need a bit more. Any Sinner's shards are fine. Or wait, what the fuck is that color? Huh? Is that the ego color? Don't tell me I got the ego. I did say I didn't want the ego. Of course I'm gonna get it. That's a weird color. It does look wrong. Let's see. Oh! A spoken announcer! Ah!
우두께서 그동안 놀고 먹으며 테레비만 보았으니.
Wait.
그러니까 S사 주변 정세를 알아보려 두문불출한 것이라고 분명. 에, 아니다. 그래.
No way, that's him.
일단 바닥 말고 의자에 앉으십시오. 마이크가 안 닿지 않습니까?
I mean, Angdu, we've not seen him. What? Is that him? Wait, I can see it in the announcer names, right? Like story, like the announcers. Bamboo-Headed Kim and Angdu. Oh my god, it is him. This is how he looks under the fucking hat? No way. That's crazy.
앵두야, 이건 또 다 뭐냐?
That I did not expect him to look like that. That's wild. Well, I have a bit more. So that's what announcers look like that aren't from the world. Okay. Ooh. Tiny. I have to do it this way. Because there might be someone lurking that I can piss off with this. And that's very important to me. I don't know if I'm even missing any 2-star IDs. I don't think I am. Well, color-wise, I don't know. Is this ego or ID? It doesn't matter because it's the fucking homeless man. No! Hello in nuts. Not great. We did 30 so far. And well, I got spoiled how bamboo-headed Kim looks. Face reveal. Holy shit. He looks completely different from what I expected. Yeah, I got the announcer. I didn't even know there was an announcer there. Bro. I got spoiled. He's in his 20s? Hey, maybe he is. Don't... A youthful image is surely a sign for a well-kept body or some shit. I don't know. Let's keep going. I really want Angu. Oh, I'm not getting Angu. Oh! Damn it. It sparked and it's still not. It's fucking wrong, Ishmael. Does one bamboo head give this man so much aura? I think it was also the flaming eyes and the shadow, the living shadow, okay? I think it was not just the head. Well, that's the last one. I don't have more. And we're not getting her. Ah, that's a shame. Gar. I guess I'll have to shard her at one point. Do I have Ishmael shards? Ah, not really.
Stupid frogface can't even pull correctly.
What the fuck? I don't know if I should pull or not. That's your decision. Whatever. Hollow Ping. We got spoiled bamboo-headed Kim's face. I don't know if you want to see it, Ping, or if you have already seen it. But we got spoiled it because we got the announcer. Isn't shown here, is it? No. I guess I could have seen it here too, an announcer. We now have 2 Angdu announcers. That's cute. I finished the event, you stupid bozo. Okay, sorry. Also, I have something to show you, guys. But I need to prep a bit for that. So I need the pictures that I saved somewhere. Are you? There you are. Something of the pants? What the fuck are you talking about, Ingus? I just realized they are all shitty quality because I've taken them from my work tablet, and my work tablet has the game settings turned all the way down. I can already show something. Can you see what I did, or what I got? So your lunacy? Yeah, well, 50 pulls. That's no more lunacy. I didn't get Angdu. I'm sad. Hello, Hurricane. This is the one. Yes, I don't care about your... But I care. I did it today, finally. Fuck the Nurse Fathers and fuck the Hay Shows. The rest was honestly pretty okay. But fuck the Nurse Father. The triple Nurse Fathers back to back is insane. And the Hay Shows suck. Jinglong is a good boy. Yes, the dragon is fine. The dragon is cool. But why did they have to add the Hay Shows in the middle of that? Like, if they weren't there, I would have really liked the dragon fight. And the butterfly at the end is just a fucking damage sponge that can't do anything. Like, maybe it would be dangerous if you don't take things. Now in our sheer move, it's up to Kanto, eh? Nom. But yeah, I'm happy I beat the fucking railway, and I did it in 95 turns. But I did have I basically played with like the ring, like for two of the encounters. Yeah, the Nurse Fathers and the butterfly I did with the ring. Nothing else would have worked. For Gregor's Man of a Lamb Gregor. You or me? Because I do have the loom. I have the loom. I like the loom. Bear, you could. You could. Dude, why is Marisol not here? You are technically a sinking ID. Same for you. It's the funniest sinking ID. Anyway, no more beating around the bush. I beat the railway. We did the pulls. Time for the story. Pretty good because my strongest team is middle team and he wouldn't disrupt resonance. Funny, you are not the first person to tell me that. And the other person actually used him in the railway with the exact same purpose. Because he was always slower than anyone else. So he didn't interrupt the resonance. That's very funny. You're not the first person to tell me this. So I gotta say I prefer the charge one. But technically Lamp Gregory is better for that team. Yes. Funny enough. I just like full Envy Res more, which is AEDD Gregor. Vent bonus units. Let me guess. Yes, the entire Blade lineage. I have 2 of them raised. I could bring 2 of them. But I don't want to. Gonna do the stages some. Wait, what? This is so creepy. Look at the mouth. Up, 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 up. I can't read what it says because of the stupid chimney. Consultation session. Who's talking? Maybe Dante? Huh. No, wait. This one, we should go about it like... Eh. I guess you said Dante? No, Heathcliff's been in the vanguard for too long. I should pull him back and let him... Dante... Oh, sorry. Did you say something? I provide you another answer to your question, but you exhibited no observable response. Is the sinner's combat performance deteriorating beyond manageable parameters? Why would it deteriorate? Huh? No, things aren't that bad, but it's just hard to focus on one conversation when I'm trying to support battles happening in completely different places at once. Oh, is he trying to learn about Malkuth? Like, getting a better hang of Malkuth? On top of that, Rodia's shopping chatter is starting to get a little distracting. Few days after we entered Encorp's district. Wait, we're already there. Ooh. The bus pulled over in the back streets of Encorp to take care of a distortion case. This contract was supposed to be handled jointly with the LCD team, but distortions suddenly started cropping up all over an area in the back streets called Butter Street. Okay. Without any coherent pattern, no obvious point of origin or route of spread. Nothing convenient like that. And I had no choice but to split the sinners into several groups and send them out. I'm just gonna... We're in a Rome area now. Ah, they won't even know we're here. Or they don't see us as a threat, as usual. Otis, Ishmael, Sinclair, Don Quixote, Yisung and Mersault were on their way to rendezvous with the LCD team. Heathcliff, Gregor and Honglu were suppressing distortions that had shown up from other directions. And with our onboard stock scraped down to the bottom, Rodia and Ryoshu, who were done with their share of suppression work, were put in charge of buying supplies for the bus. As for Faust, she decided to stay behind with me on the bus. I wanted to get through the consultation sessions I've been putting off, and thought I might as well get myself some much needed practice with handling the new golden bow power I'd acquired. To reiterate, there are no issues requiring special concern regarding Faust. Already did. Regular question. I wonder if she could, like, activate him from range. Like, if she wanted to, she could unwrap him at any point. That thought is scary. It is true that Faust has on several recent occasions expressed dissatisfaction with a certain Faust. However, those instances should be classified as a mere personal grievance. I mean, that's good if that's all there is to it, but this was not the first time Faust had seemed unlike herself. There had been times when she spent far longer alone than usual, lost in thought. Moments when she could not produce immediate answers to questions from the other sinners or me. I hate the alternate people in my head that talk down to me. I hate the people that bully me in my head, yeah. Could it be? You can't access the Gesellschaft? May I ask your basis for that inference? Because you're acting a lot like you did back on the warp train. How fitting that we just read the warp train intervallo. It appears there remains occasions on which you are still capable of surprising Faust, Dante. So I was right. You really are cut off from the Gesellschaft. That was not intended as a confirmation of your conjecture. Maybe she's saying that while she can technically access the Gesellschaft, it may as well be that she can't. I wish I could ask more and get to the bottom of it, but the way she was sidestepping the subject told me that prying wouldn't get me any further insight. Right, I won't press you if you don't want to talk about it. Your reserve is appreciated, Dante. Shall we move on? Yes, your consultation is the next agenda. After cross-referencing the records pertaining to the recent events in the House of Spiders, it would appear that memories concerning the individuals designated as Sora and Ren currently remain only with you, Dante. Oh no, why do they have to mention them again? Like, oh, you are not gonna forget them, even though everyone already did. As such, should the influence of Ryoshu and her sword lead to further omission in the official records, the manager will be responsible for supplementing the necessary information. I miss Sora and Ren. Who?
And Lucio is still getting beaten up in basement.
By who though? Who's beating up Lucio? Lucio! Lucio! Where's my beer? Lucio! Yeah, not the first time I was the only one left with intact memories, huh? Yeah, isn't this the third time? I miss abuse textbook. We had the K-Corp memory wipe that didn't affect us. We had the Catherine incident, and now this. Is there another one that I'm missing? I think it's those 3. And I wish he had lived along with Kira. He doesn't know. Well, I guess I forgot. Ha! That was legit. Wow! Hold it! That's right. Despite K-Corp's memory wipe procedure, Catherine's erasure by the Golden Bow's power, and Arayashiki severing people from existence. The next fucking scene. Yeah, I didn't know. I was the only one who remembered what had transpired. But ironically enough, the memories I had prior to swapping my head with this clock still showed no sign of returning.
Only one you said?
Okay, not the only one. Thoughts on Bamboo Kim? I got spoiled his face because I got the announcer. And he looks so unexpected. I don't know. He looks very different from what I expected, Rosie. At least Dante can get some money and sell the K-Corp info to make bank once Limbus is over. Why do I feel like that would break a taboo if he spilled the beans? He is a country bumpkin. No, you got that wrong. He is a country Bamboo Kim. I am not funny, please shoot me. Why won't my old memories come back though? Is it because of this clockhead? Speculation based on your experience with the bus team thus far will not meaningfully contribute to the recovery of your memories, manager. Some fixer office's job
Shut
to
up.
see a company secret. Shut up. Why? It's like how that one office did in LOR with W Corp. Oh, okay. Stuff I don't know or forgot. Inductive reasoning conducted from memories with gaps, after all, is found to have structural limitations. Bongi would serve as an adequate analogy. Whoa! Bongi? Yes, Bongi. Receiving feed and increasing in body mass alone would provide it with no meaningful basis for identifying the purpose of its rearing. Even at the terminus stage, when exposed to kitchen instruments and the heat of the stove, its limited experience would prove inadequate to constitute an understanding of its ultimate fate and purpose. Once before to Mary reception. The Mola office? Not the Molas. Gay's office. They have an office for gay people? Mo and the Chuds. I see, okay. I don't have a picture of them in my head right now. Likewise, the ultimate answer to your doubts can only be obtained from the whole of the experience that you will have accumulated at the terminus of your entire journey. That is, your allotted mission. Because treasure awaits at the end of the road, at the end of hell. And that treasure will give me back my memories and my head. Also, Indeed, at the end of the road, you will be able to engrave your aspect. I still have no idea exactly what aspect means, or even whether it's an object. But if I know one thing, it's that the me from before all this began had wanted it badly, obsessively, desperately. It's more like an instinctive knowledge, but with my memories gone, that feeling, however strong it is, does not change the fact that it's just another word with no discernible mental image. And you're not gonna tell me what it actually is, are you? the aspect, what it means, or why I wanted it so much. If it remains a piece of information that must be disclosed to you, then no. I am unable to tell you. Pay it no mind. You are still following your star acceptably. Please concentrate on the journey. More importantly, have you grown accustomed to that incomplete power? Current observations suggest you have yet to arrive at that level. Well, I've gotten pretty used to focusing on one place at a time, but keeping track of several places at once is still a bit tough. Otis's team is doing well in combat even without my direct supervision, and Rodia's team is shopping and not engaging in battle at the moment. Taking my mind off of them would prove much easier. But that wouldn't give me the much needed practice, so I'm doing my best to keep an eye on every single status. Sufficient familiarity should result in a substantial tactical value. You would be able to cast a wider net when information gathering and employ previously unavailable tactical patterns. Right, and I'll also be able to tell when it's a bad time to call someone in, too. Even as I continue talking with Faust, I make sure to not stop observing the places where each group is and what they're doing. Yep, pulling Heathcliff to the rear was the right call. I don't see any injuries. His team's still doing pretty well, even without my directions. As for Rodia... Wait, did she just stuff all of the pastries and bread she bought into her pockets? How did she manage that with that huge baguette? Yes! Rodia's snack coat. The bread pockets. And Otis's group. Let's see. Oh, looks like they joined up with the LCD team without any issues. LCD? Then that guy over there must be... Oh! Hang on. Faust. There's a dude I've seen before, but he seems a bit different from what I remember. Could you specify the issue? I'm monitoring the situation right now. We should probably join up with them too. Let's end the consultation here. This is rather precipitous. This is rather precipitous, Dante. If the incident is of a serious nature, perhaps a request for support from the LCC. No, it's not an incident. Though I wouldn't say it's not serious. What's happening? Rendezvous. This is going from bad to worse, really. Hunter seems to be tied up helping the other groups. Otis' command calls have been working out well enough, I'll give her that. We've managed to hold the line better than expected, but we're definitely starting to feel the strain. Why are you waving your hand all of a sudden? Arm and hand signals? Signals! What's swinging the arms sideways even supposed to mean? I love Don's face at this moment. Hello, pastrami. Good evening. Oh, what's this?
Jesus.
Oh, winter car again.
Oh. Hold on. I need to
I need to lower my problem bar.
Your
Oh my God.
problem bar.
No.
You are the problem, Pesta.
No. I cannot see shit at all. I thought you were a girl.
I thought you
How
were a
did that
girl.
happen? I just closed my eyes for 10 seconds, man.
Right.
I just closed my eyes for 10 seconds.
I don't like looking at the chat at that moment. Ah, that's an annoying comment. But yeah, hope you're having a good time, Pesta. Did you do your railway yet? I can say that now because I finished mine. Now I can be an ass about it. Get used to it. I don't get those comments because I...
No, this is not funny clip.
Yeah, that's not the funny clip. Huh? What signals? Swinging the arms sideways even supposed to mean? You don't know? It's scatter, damn it! So, scatter! I was close. We almost got flattened. Damn it. Even rookies without nothing but most rudimentary of military training would have recognized the hand signal that basic. Well, we are not at all trained soldiers here, are we? Verily, the flourish of a signal hand does indeed make boast of shivering elegance. Yet when thou suddenly wavest thine arm about, clenching and unclenching thy hand, in that mystical fashion, only to suddenly turn tail, sooth, I am left bereft of understanding what thou meanest to say. Aww. The mystical fashion. To think that all of the personnel in the team, only the swabby has the discipline to interpret a basic field signal. I only picked it up during my sailing days. And realistically speaking, did you really expect ordinary people like the others to understand professional military signals? Ha! This is unacceptable. After all the operations, all of you have been deployed under my lead, and you're still ignorant when it comes to non-verbal signals. I don't think even Dante would know those signals. Yep. Might as well be splitting hairs, literally. Let us ease our agitated hearts and follow Miss Otis's instructions. We should disperse and withdraw. Ah! I mean, Megaton landing! Oh. The sound of a sheep hitting the floor at terminal velocity. Hey, pretty cool, huh? Let's face it, I know how to make one heck of an entrance. Oh, aren't you supposed to be cleaning up distortions upstairs? Huh? Nah, finito a million years ago. You guys are taking forever. So I figured I'd take a peek and lend a hand. Yo, welcome. Lit by your thundering descent, the floor's form and shape are now crushed beyond mending, sunken deep enough to be likened to the incipience of a wellspring. Ezra regards the because of the dot, yeah. Current opening songs. Wait, you changed from your unique opening song, Pesta? Apparently, but not in full length. Don't you worry your head about it. That's all after teams to take care of. Anyway, that should be all of them, right? Force of your landing neutralized the last one of the distortions outside the building. Great! Can you check on the distortion peep's face and clothes? The faces are all segmented. Makes my skin crawl. Not a pleasant sight. As for their attire... Ah! This one appeareth to be a sweeper! And that one yonder bears the attire of an ordinary fixer. This distortion I landed on? Probably a local resident, judging by the clothes. Did any of you happen to see anything nearby bursting with a big pop and flash? Nay, not once. Okie dokie. You know what? Then let's all head upstairs. The suppression request is kind of a pain. We need to put together a nice neat plan before we start poking it too hard. A plan Plan say... Where's my Don voice? My Don voice is gone. Plan... I can't... My Don voice is gone. Help? Soothe! A plan sayest thou! How? Was it not a matter of slaying distortions? Will they stand? Huh? Wait, did nobody brief you? This has been the structure of our assignments. We are given instructions, we perform them, and only afterward do we begin to perceive the nature and contour of the task to which we have committed our hands. Ah, really? Well, yes, every department has its own way of doing things. No big deal. I can explain everything once we're upstairs. By the way, didn't you get to meet the whole team last time? You didn't get to meet the whole team last time, did you? Only our new girl. This time, then dude. I mean, Mr. Bamboo-Headed Kim's also here. We just called him that because he has a bamboo head, right? That can't be his actual full name. Why are they all mono slash? The middle is slash fatal, I'm fucked. Just middle it harder, infinites. Middle it harder. Huh? He's okay now? Huh? Yeah, sure he is. You'll be surprised once you see just how okay he is now. But last time you said he was still under treatment. To be precise, I believe Ms. Engu stated that his mind has yet to regain its former tranquility. Hester has started playing Limbus company. That? You'll get it once you see him. I feel like we'll just end up having the same conversation twice if I say anything about it now. Look back the shot, Bobby. Okay. Oh, look at this. You have arrived. It's blinding. It's so bright. The midday sun is pouring in like crazy. Yet the warm tickle of the sunbeam is rather agreeable. No, this is not sunlight. Because unlike this, there is more to the sunshine than its warmth. And what exactly is this light? Aw, why's this thing on again? It's bright enough to fry my eyeballs. Apologies, Lady Ezra. I'm yet to be accustomed to this machine. This is my first time laying a hand upon the complicated workings of such a contraption. It activated on its own accord. I have yet to discover the method by which it may be silenced. What voice? What voice? I don't know. That's why I told you to leave it alone. Alone. Meddling with things you don't understand usually ends with something. Or you broken. Nothing good comes of it, I tell you. Mentor, Lady Moses has instructed me that in every moment and event, clues are hidden under the veil of one's surroundings and must be examined with care. Yes, and that only works if you're savvy about the neck. Hang on, did you just say mentor? Ah, I had not yet been afforded a proper opportunity to introduce him to you. This here is the esteemed leader of the Blade lineage, who is all but a master under whom I have apprenticed. Do you really have to dress it up like that? I told you I only took on the role because there wasn't anyone else to take the job. Switch! Switch! Where's the switch? Oh, gotcha! Nice! I love this. Hey. Tricked us, didn't you? Tricked me, didn't you? Oh, how nice. But oh my god, Agnew! Why is she so pretty? This looks so good on her with the hoodie and the skirt and the tiny car. Again, she barely fits in the picture. It's really cute. Also the bird in the back. Ping, why are you in Limbus company? How did you get there? Oh, this is cool. But he looks so fucking done. Oh my god. Click. Huh. Goodness. Known as Bamboo-Hatted Kim. He does look quite peak. I like him, but he's definitely not what I expected. Mouse Red. What a cute name. Welcome. Hello. What the fuck? They tricked us. Yes, that's me. Yes, I should say, pleased to meet you, folks. Crazy. Crazy trick of the light. I love it. Search for the inflection point. So funny. I changed names so much I don't even remember what name I followed. Wait, but your first time chat. Is that... Then I also don't know who you are, 'cause it says first time chat. I assume that doesn't count even if you change your name, so whenever you followed, you didn't write, I think. Let's say your own names. A man can look, definitely. No, all good. I appreciate that. I don't expect people to just lurk here. So I'm like, awesome. They are not just numbers in the back, but they are actually real. Because I do sometimes dread that there's just bots lurking and the numbers actually aren't people that care for what I do. But you saying this actually is very cool. Thank you. That's a lot of pictures. Okay, so... More often than not, first impressions are prone to change. The Bamboo-Hatted Kim, I remember, was a man who'd drowned in his own fathoms, blaming himself for his powerlessness with a listless, heavy voice. That, however, had been while he was distorted, sunken into himself, so I figured his original personality might be somewhat different. The numbers of active people don't know. They don't properly show lurkers. Yeah, but then the number is too high. Because I know my chat isn't active enough to have those numbers. So it's weird. But I do know what you mean. But I think that only counts for bigger channels, potentially. I'm unsure. Maybe they changed that policy again. I don't really care. I just appreciate the people that are here, whether I can see them or not now. But this is not just somewhat. His personality isn't even in the same ballpark as my expectations. You're telling me this guy here is Bamboo-Headed Kim? Yeah. We double checked with Ezra, and she said he really is the same guy. I love it. Oh, that fire on your head's not hot at all. Fascinating stuff. Can you... okay, can we check again, just in case? I really can't wrap my head around the fact that he's this sullen, serious man who we'd fought. Just look at what he's doing. He's rubbing my face all over like he's checking out some kind of mantelpiece ornament. Don't touch me, weird man. That is definitely not Bamboo-Headed Kim. I'm sorry. The fuck? But does that also mean that the Bamboo-Headed Mare Salt we have is only the distorted Mare Salt as an ID and not the base Bamboo-Headed Kim? Also, how is he portrayed in Ruiner? Because I feel like this is very different from how they would portray him in Ruiner. It's weird to draw connections. It's the same person! That's also weird. That makes everything even weirder. Because he's the same person in all three instances. One of them is distorted, but in Ruiner, not really. Maybe just because he was in fight mode. Oh, lots of ticking and talking going on. And that's supposed to sound like them talking to you folks, huh? Further confirmation would be redundant, Dunter. This individual is conclusively identical to the one designated as Bamboo-Headed Kim. I've got no idea what you folks are so suspicious about. Yesterday we would be pre-Ruiner, so maybe this is just how he became after undistorting, like after the treatment. Maybe he was different before he distorted once.
Bamboo-Headed shoot.
That's so mean. But you are not wrong, Pink. Bamboo-Headed Chud. Did he kill his entire family when he distorted? No, didn't they say they were slaughtered and he was the only one capable of fighting back against the office? Or against the Kurokumo? Now I'm unsure because he might have also attacked them. The fact check streamer. Yeah, someone fact check this. But shit doesn't work. Hangdu, just what exactly have you been telling the people out there about me? They're all staring like they've seen a ghost. I told. Aww, Angdu face! Can we hat pat Angdu? I love what they've done with her design. I told them you were a gallant and formidable warrior, Mentor. But they don't look like they've heard the most flattering things about me. There, don't you hear it? The faint undercurrent of disappointment in the ticking. I also told them that you are a man of few words, but with much affection for the followers under your command. YMFTC TV. I love the shortening of that. But yeah, I don't remember if it was both or like mostly Kim, or mostly the Kurokumo. But yeah, I think he did accidentally cut down some of his clan. Angdu. Yes, mentor. That's a complete and utter lie. Man of few words is definitely not something you can say about a guy who's as talkative as me, don't you think? Yet I spoke no falsehood. Although your conduct is rather shallow and perhaps less refined for a leader of an organization, you are much more reserved and taciturn when conversing with those unfamiliar to you. Are you not? And dude, why are you so adorable? It's just the Angdu glazing intervallo, please. And the bamboo-headed shut interval. No matter who one may be, one is bound to inspire either approval or disapproval from those around him. So, I refrain from mentioning any truths that might invite the latter, to even hint at anything that might tarnish the reputation of my master would not be unlike spitting on his name, and mine by extension. Oh no, why does he smile like that? That does not look good or correct. He simply had no reason to put on airs in front of my folks. In any case. Oh, so you can't see anything if I block this part, huh? Do tell. How many fingers am I holding up? Stop playing with my face, Kim. Those are not my eyes, you know. Twitch just fucks with me and not send half of my messages and don't work sometimes, and YouTube does the same. And that only does. It reminds me of soccer from our. Oh my. Actually! Highly skilled with a sword, but also a pretty big dork. I can see it. Dark skin too. I'm glad you pointed this out. Your own folks, huh? And you've already acknowledged and accepted that you now belong to Limbus Company. Why didst thou not pay a visit to the LCE? Verily! When one's mind is plagued by the absence of tranquility, venturing forth into the open air, untouchable field of grass cleareth the storm of the heart. Don, you can't just tell people to touch grass. An asset of the company is expected to act in the company's interest. Yet, for whatever reason, I didn't see you fight on the field during Operation Spider-Pyre. Yeah, wasn't he supposed to come? You will have to account for your absence in the mission. Otis addressed Kim as though she were conducting a formal investigation. Every word flat and hard. It was obvious that she was not about to let her guard down anytime soon. What? Mission? Oh, that one. Kim finally seemed inclined to assume a serious disposition. Him not wearing his bamboo hat was strange enough. He's even wearing a suit under his kimono, or however that one attire would be called since they're Korean. I wonder. Yeah, very odd. Suit was always there? Wait, really? I don't have the... I never noticed that suit, probably. Oh, wait, no. Mersault up Taiwan, right? But it's open. Why are we just appearing behind him? Although his hand was still on my head. Alright. Clearly there's some disconnect in expectations here. Listen here, you. I'm not really all that about hard, bothersome work. Get what I mean? He's lazy! The real disconnect was between his stoic expression and the words coming out of his mouth. What? So, let's talk about the kind of fellow I am. Meet the resident layabout who's forced to do his job, with a frown too, I might add. Only when he's got absolutely no other choice. I'm really not some big shot Angdu's apparently been promoting me as, folks. Very much like to stop getting roped into stuff that keeps putting my life on the line. He's so cute. I'm sorry, my eyes are all on Angdu. But he's not. He is a character now, and I like it. Fine, then why did you join in the LCD in the first place if you'd rather be unemployed? No, never mind, they probably forced you to stay. You catch on quick. First they spout this nonsense about distortions and all, and then force hired me, calling me a company-owned resource or whatever. Oh no! He forfeited his human rights. Angdu Glow Up and Kim Aura loss and Wanda Tavallo is insane. It's not an... I mean, okay, it's an aura loss, but it's a character gain too. Like, I like that they are humanizing Kim. But that he's a lazy bum was not on my list of expectations. And the other day, they were again on about... what's its name? Golden Bow? Yes. They invited me on a tour to another department to listen in on some important presentation. And I accepted. I thought it would be a fine opportunity to broaden my perspective. Angdu is the real leader of the Blade lineage. Changed my mind. Angdu dear. There are times when your commitment to duties shines brighter than the sun. I find that attitude so dazzling that I have to squint when I'm looking at you. Who knows? Maybe that's why I'm wearing this bamboo hat. To shade my eyes from your utter brilliance. Do you mean to say that you are in need of a shield to protect your eyes? Lady Ezra, might I submit a request for a pair of sunglasses for my mentor? Only if it's not too much of an imposition on the budget, that is. His face! Why is that his face? He is 100% soccer. Mouse Red! He's now bamboo-headed soccer. God, it fits him so well. That right there. That right there. That's what I keep telling you not to do. You can't just say yes to every silly thing he says and turn it into a supply request. Small expenses add up a lot, you know. You're gonna save up everything you can in the piggy bank while you still can, or you'll end up broke. Is there truly no room for reconsideration? His faces in the background are killing me. No means no.
When diarrhea strikes again.
Yo, Zara, we're pretty much at the same stage. Ramal. There was an interruption here. Hi, Wui. I unfortunately didn't get the Ishmael I was hoping for. Kind of a shame. But hi. Has happened. Oh, the ancient clip. I can't get her, so I got to just borrow her. Oh, that's neat. That's neat. I did get another homeless Heathcliff and a Leo Ishmael though. So I got some shards at least, I guess. More progress towards Lucio Heathcliff shards. If I need it. City is just so fun to play. Oh, and I also got the announcer, which spoiled me how he looks without the hat. And God, was I surprised. But yeah, very fun so far. He's I like the Intervallo. Very light-hearted so far. I didn't read that. Pray, make the purchase for me. I shall cover the cost myself. No can do. Wait, what? My poor mentor is a state of great discomfort. Yet I possess neither the wisdom nor the knowledge to navigate the silver tongue of merchants and the maze of stalls to locate the very best item. So I must beg this favor of you. Oh, you're giving me a freaking headache, Honestly love the dynamic the LCD has now with Angry Kim on the team. Yes! They're great. Like, look at them. Kim is literally just the lazy bum they keep dragging along. I'm aware that you and yours are no stranger to such dealings. There is no one else I can trust to complete such a procurement with the swiftness of the wind. You know what? Never mind what I said. I'll just get you what you want. You heard the gentle lady, Mentor. Your suffering shall soon be alleviated. I swear to God, if we don't get bamboo-headed Kim with sunglasses, I'ma cry. Because I need to see this boy with sunglasses. Oh no. Right. Oh no, the zoom. My apologies for interrupting you amid conversation. Pray continue. Look at that, you can't hear it still chopped it. No, it's not. Not chopped. You had reached the part where they invited you to tour another department. No sooner Angdu's words left her lips than her eyes glinted with something I couldn't really put my finger on. But it was a strange intensity that sent a chill down my spine. Oh, yeah. So that day, I was just gonna relax. Woo! I was just gonna relax here and watch some TV. Well, good on you for showing up to work today, I guess. Let's say there's a debt to be repaid. At least you understand that we are indeed indebted to the company. Yeah, I suppose I do. Kim's gaze lingered on Angdu's prosthetic arms as he answered. Oh, Miss Angdu, your arms! Only after following Kim's gaze did Sinclair seem to notice Angdu's brand new prosthetic arms. Oh yeah, of course Sinclair's gonna react to those. The last time we saw her, Angdu had lost both her arms, and I remember Ezra asking her to sit tight and choose what type of prosthetic she wanted. Those arms are probably it. It's not just the arms, even her clothes are different now, and that sword. I had these arms fitted anew as soon as the operation was concluded. The gracious hosts and one of the LCD teams had prepared them in advance. Based on pure aura farming, those arms cost a lot. I don't know. Haven't seen her. With evident satisfaction, Angdu held up her dark metallic wrists, as if to showcase them. Then components fixed along her arm clicked and rattled, unfolding for a moment before neatly folding back into place. Oh, such graceful smoothness! Whence to machine articulation! 'Tis as though I am beholding the marvelous prosthesis of the illustrious Siegfried himself! Yep, the showcase would have gone lackluster without that trademark reaction. So strikingly similar to Schwarz Industries. Schwarz? 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 Schwarz. Those are strikingly similar to Schwarz Industries and 7 lineup. But I thought that model was discontinued. Counterpoint. Cool as jet arms. No, not theirs. It's one of the prototypes developed by LCD's phenomenal deciphering team. And they put them on her for trial. Also, they were free, and she's paying with testing, basically. Doubt you'll find another like them. They're based on technology spun from distortions. Oh, I see. For a brief moment, Sinclair's eyes lit up as if he had glimpsed something that brought him back to a memory. Then, just as quick, he fell silent, whatever he'd wanted to say next catching in his chest. Does something trouble you, Master Sinclair? Master Sinclair, okay. It wasn't hard to understand what struck the tender memory for Sinclair, and why it cast a shadow over his face. But... sorry. Just reminded me of something a long time ago. My dad used to work with prosthetics before he passed away. I thought this was the exact model I saw back then.
Sinclair that family zere hihaha.
Can't just say that and laugh at him. Poor Sinclair. It appears I lack tact. His arms have stirred a painful memory within you. For that I apologize. It's alright, I'm fine now. Sinclair's voice still carried a faint tremor, but beneath it there was a firmness that had not been there before. He really had.
Little German boy's family is dead because insane women killed them. 3.
For those that can't see it, the text-to-speech had a smiley at the end with the dots and the 3. Oh, you actually write it D-R-E-I. This is how you write it. This is how you write 3 in German. Roma TTS! If Cromer was man, maybe. It is dry. It is not. Anyway. He had really grown a great deal. You can thank yours truly for picking the sword. I was there with her. Like, what kind of sword is it? Because didn't they say it was like a really cool one? Like a special one? I did inform Lady Ezra that any blade that could serve as a weapon would suffice, but she insisted on browsing the goods. I dare say I was given the opportunity to lay my eyes on every type of sword I could ever hope to see in this life, walking through the workshop streets that day. Who's more German, you or I? Huh, I wonder. I would say though, the Blade Lineage team with the inclusion of the LCD Ishmael is so fun now, because there's a surprising amount of things to consider with them in terms of what you want to do. I mean, LCD Ishmael has both tags, right? She's not pure LCD, is she? She's LCD BL, right? Yes, she's SDBL. Yeah, okay, I was like... It's like with the inclusion of LCD Ishmael. What? Why would you not include her? Still don't play BL Otis. Nothing, absolutely nothing can justify her. I'm bringing her funny enough. We were thinking... Like, I was telling Wui to just keep her at level 1 and just let her die for the buffs. And yes, I too have seen her do that, Wui, because Twitter is a thing and no one can shut up about anything. He leveled her up in the end because I felt bad. Okay. Oh, please, girl. We worked for just 4 hours. That's nothing. Yeah, I bet you, workshop addict. You workshop addict would browse the entire day if you could. Whistling noises. I can't whistle into the mic because it will just filter it out, unfortunately. While everyone was distracted, taking in Angry's new outfit and equipment, Kim had quietly slipped away from the crowd and crouched down in a corner. He was rummaging through things scattered on the floor, picking them up. Is he pocketing them? Anyway, what is this place supposed to be? What are all these things? It's basically a wreck now, but there are strobes and that cloth backdrop over there. Maybe it used to be a photo studio? Oh, that could explain why there are so many photos stuck around the place. Probably? This thing definitely looks like a camera, at least. Sinclair picked up a small cylindrical object and turned it over in his hands, studying it with curiosity. What do you suppose this is? A battery, maybe? Oh, there's some kind of strip inside. Let me just pull it out. No, that's... Why am I just imagining Marisol just grabbing the entirety of Sinclair? Just like grabs his waist with one hand and like, stop, child. Do not destroy the film. Otis shouted a sharp warning at Sinclair as if he had realized if she had realized something. Yeah, it's camera film. You don't expose it to light. Sinclair! Close enough, Ping. Close enough. But Marisol's hand shot out before she could even finish, clasping over Sinclair's wrist before the strip could be pulled out. Oh, what did I do? Exposure to sunlight damages these objects. He pulled out a little bit though. It can be rewound. Carefully rotate the ridge section on the cylinder. I am currently blocking the sunlight from reaching the exposed section. Damage is of no concern. He is blocking the sunlight. He is white salt. Oh, okay. You mean this one, right? This is the part that rotates. Yep. Wait, went back in. Wait, are cameras, like, not common in the city? Huh. With a quiet nod, Marisol took the object from Sinclair's hand. It seems to be a film roll. There is something written on the outside. Experiment 4. Marisol ain't uppercutting the sun in his canto. Finale, I'll quit. At minimum, he should suplex a train. Mainly an encore. Oh, okay. Huh. It appears to be a compact roll for a film camera. You seem to have handled one before. Yes. Marisol's answer came out without any further explanation. But the way he adjusted the camera on the table certainly didn't look like that of a first-timer. I once received a report containing photos taken on a film camera during the war. I was described as the sun. She's a woman. Well, no further questions. He has no issues uppercutting either. Rolls used by ANCORP are particularly difficult to falsify. They were often used to collect intelligence during secret operations. The film fixes light directly onto the medium, from what I've heard. Huh? peculiar expression flashed across Ezra's face as she regarded Otis. Perhaps it was the mention of war that caught her attention. Haha! Anyway, we've managed to regroup in one piece. Let's come up with a plan to deal with these distortions, guys. Huh? Where shall we begin? Then, in the next breath, she returned to her usual bubbly self and steered the conversation away from the subject. Both Ezra and I were both still trying to be free of the misconception we inflicted on ourselves. For all her unfailingly perky disposition, Ezra too may be carrying traumatic memories, every bit as devastating as Gregor's. Does there yet remain aught deserving illumination? Huh? Yeah, wait, you're right. Haven't we cleaned up the distortion already? I couldn't feel any more traces of distortions nearby. That didn't seem like any of the other sinner teams elsewhere were actively engaging in battle at the moment either. Dante is asking whether the distortion suppression has not in fact already been concluded. Oh, not yet. These people we fought just now, they only got caught up in the distortion. They didn't actually distort themselves. We haven't even gotten close to the distortion's inflection point yet. Inflection point? Anywho, finding an inflection point without the team leaders around's gonna take some time. Maybe it won't be bad with your help. Ezra swept her eyes around the room with a look of frustration, as though she had been handed a puzzle book with half the pieces missing. By inflection point, are you referring to the point on a graph in which the directionality of its curvature changes? Calling to mind the present context may less be a mathematical term and more a specialized polyseme, referring to the point at which a distortion occurs. The motive, intent, or indeed the point in which inflection of the mind occurs. Yeah, that's about right. That's the kind of inflection point I was talking about. So in our department, we use the term the source of a distortion, the inflector or cause behind it, stuff like that. You know, distortion's hard to treat if you know. Distortion's hard to treat if you don't know where the core cause. Treat the symptoms you see on the surface all you like, but if you never find the root cause, the distortion's never getting solved. Going Mimir? Okay, good night, mouse rat. Good Mimirs. Well, I guess you guys never really had to look for that kind of stuff, huh? Your boss Clark opens a door into the fathoms or whatever, right? You mean Dungeon of the Fathoms? Yup, that's the one. Where we're standing, distortions are really high maintenance, time-consuming headaches. It's one thing to somehow manage to locate the inflection point, but curing it is another. But you guys can just march straight into someone's heart, knock the snot out of everything in there, and then ta-da! Patient ready for discharge. That's how it works, right? Aw, not gonna lie, I was so jealous when I heard about it. I almost bit my sleeve off. Verily! I had thought your team would set about resolving distortions once the foe was vanquished. As we are won't do. Was that not so? Of course not. How would anyone come to us with a distortion suppression request if they were that simple in the first place? But yeah, most of the time, Peeps try brute force approaches to it first. When things go south, they send requests to the company or to our detective's office. Means the client this time must have been... Bingo! Apparently the residents of Butter Street have all chipped in to commission all kinds of agencies, like the ZWI, the Combat Specialized Fixer Officers. But none of them could actually do things right, and the job got passed on to us. Maybe the distortion phenomenon related to this kind of photograph is still occurring, unchecked, somewhere in the streets. Exactly. That's why we gotta find something. Anything that might count as a clue. Ezra gazed down at the people lying on the floor with a complicated expression. Neat ash gray suits and the logo on the collar of their uniform and briefcases. Hey, isn't that N-Corp's logo? Come to think of it, wasn't Mersault? That is so long ago. I was once employed by N-Corp. What? You used to work with those people. Yeah, he did mention that he used to work for N-Corp. Maybe he can offer us some insight. Do you know who these guys are, Mersault? Yes, manager. These are N-Corp Class 2 staff members. Given the camera briefcases in their position, they are likely members of the Pinframe team of service. Declus. Declus. I assume... I think the S is silent. Declus. Mersault recited the information as though he was pulling it from a file he had already sorted and placed in the back of the shelf of his mind. It meant cloud. Ah. Okay. Pinframe team, huh? Anything you can tell us about them? Yes. It is one of N-Corp's many field departments related to information gathering and processing. Their primary duties include the handling of N-Corp's internal information, analysis of N-Corp's internal intelligence, the sorting and arranging of N-Corp's internal information, and the intersector. That's gotta be enough. Stop. Oh, he's a talking encyclopedia or something. Oh, yeah, another thing to be jealous of. You think it'll be okay if we borrow him sometimes? No, we'd be lost without Mersault. We need him. I lied. You believe this means nail you, stupid? I don't speak Frank. You could have said anything. Might be an issue for us if you just went and borrowed our team's encyclopedia. Yeah, we can't give him away. We need him. Looks like everyone agrees that he is an encyclopedia. Anyway, your encyclopedia's right. They're from the N-Corp's Pinframe team. Seen them a few times before in N-Corp's nest. But why would people already busy enough dealing with nest affairs come all the way out to shabby back street like this? Got any guesses? Guess that's a no. I am unable to determine that. The possible range of connections between the two pieces of information is exceedingly broad, listing every relevant reason as to why they may have come here would require a considerable amount of time. Therefore, I will not present a determinative answer to that question. Blue and mean clouds. Yes. The French, they have got us again. Ezra staring holes into me with an unspoken, is this dude always like this? Wouldn't pull any answers from me, you know? Because aside from combat situations, I still got no way to figure out what's going on in his head. Okay then. Okay then, Mersalt. Maybe this will be easier to answer. From an objective point of view. And that was when I noticed something I'd never imagined would happen. Right, he's having an expression. Uh-oh. Mersalt. Emotions? Are you showing emotions? Mersalt's eyes widened, his gaze fixing me with such force that I could almost feel the faint tremor in it. A leveling stare that came with heart. It's just so scary. Mersalt can one new express. That's like
Tremor?
a tremor. Tremor season confirmed. Hey, I wouldn't mind if we got more spicy tremors. 3 tremor season tomorrow. Where's my burn tremor? Can I have my burn tremor first, guys? I've been waiting patiently. There's no such thing as an objective point of view. Manager. A clipped tone and a look almost bordering on rebuke. Oh, that redeem doesn't work. Sorry, Oshisuna. That only works on the 2D model. On the live 2D. I'm getting delayed again. Mersalt's counter came early. No! A given judgment may seem infinitely close to objectively, but ultimately all things are subjective, without exception. I fell silent for a moment, lost in thought. Part of it was because Mersalt's reaction had caught me off guard, but I also wondered whether this response might be connected to why he would always refuse to make judgments for himself. And if this has something to do with his turn, which I know is just around the corner. Got it. Then tell me 3 subjective reasons.
7 Tremor-Souls.
Got it. Then tell me 3 subjective reasons you think are most likely for why these people had to come all the way into the backstreets. I need to understand who he actually is as much as I can. Because I'll never know when I'll get another chance to really get to know him if I brush this off with a simple, oh, I see. My bad. As usual. Yes, manager. I would presume that their mission was one or all of the following: retrieval of a video recording or recordings in violation of NCORP's taboo, prompt elimination of the violator, contract, and informant in the backstreets, collaborating with NCORP's nest, or identifying or arresting a wanted individual or individuals designated by the nest. Taboo? You mean these people could be taboo hunters? Nah, no way! They don't send out taboo hunters for every single violation, you know? Like Wings usually leave minor taboo violations to be handled by subcontracted fix officers or employees of the department in charge. I'd say these here are NCORP staff. Miss Engdu, what are you looking for in their pockets? I am looking through their belongings for enlightening clues, yet be hidden in the sleeve or the fold of their garments. Lady Moses has been gifted with the art of discerning the truth from what lies before her with but a single glance. Yet my eyes are foreign to such a feat. Let me take a look too. This is an employee card, and okay, this one's a wallet. So let's put that back. We don't want to be robbers. It's not robbing if they're dead, is it? Because here she would take the wallet. Rodion would be like, well, you don't need it anymore. Ha! This might be it. It's an order missive. Ezra pulled a sheet of paper out from an NCORP staff coat and read its contents aloud. Work details, elimination of the individual of a Category 3 taboo violation, address, Butter Street. This is the place. Which means all this might be pointing to something. Whoever used to work in the studio and the distortion phenomenon might be connected. Yeah, now that you mention it, when the whole pop and change thing happened, it did kind of feel like a camera flash. Alright, let's start by combing through this place. Let me know if you find anything suspicious. Funny enough, Rodian would not take money. I read the books, so I know. Ping has insider knowledge because he can read. At long last, hath the hour arrived for my debut as a detective? Forsooth! Don Quixote must have miffed for not getting to play detective back in T-Corp. No idea where she'd be keeping them, but she immediately pulled out the detective props that had been given to Rodia, Ryoshu, and Honglu back then. No. I had foreseen that the day would come! Fortunately, Otis wasted no time putting an end to Don Quixote's badly timed shenanigans. A sharp dressing down from her was enough to make her dejected chivalry adventurer stuff the costume away. Okay then, we should get moving too. No, why is this the load screen now? It looks like I've just played Kanto 2. Miss Concept. It would be smart to play this with Blade Lineage, right? I can't, actually. Have to borrow a Mare Sword, who's kinda very important to this. He doesn't have the ego equipped. No! Can no one with the ego? I guess not yet. No! No! Well, that's unfortunate. Stage is bullshit? Why is the stage bullshit? What did the stage do to you? Bring 4 rings. You kinda bleed. Can't bleed count. He's back in N-Corp. Look at my guy, all grown up. Don't bring a whole team here. It says fixed member. I have to bring the whole team. Like, it doesn't let me bring less.
나를 점 찍었다면 격에 맞는 조언도 함께 준비하도록.
시연회의 일정이 잡혔습니까?
책임은 나를 점 찍었다면
Kind of a shame.
격에 맞는 조언도 함께 준비하도록.
British, I mean Blood Fiends, right? I could use Blood Fiends, but we would be missing 1. I'm back. What happened? Nothing yet.
라만 차렌들을 뒤엎는다.
But unfortunately, we are limited to only the sinners that are here currently. It's Blade Lineage team time. I don't have them! I could at least, at maximum, use 3. Rewarded for leveling up the Blade Lineage team. God bless. Lucky you. I can just farm the different way. It's fine. I just have to farm more with different stuff. Not like it's hard to empty the event stores. We spent a long while rifling through the photo studio with the LCD team, but no one found any decisive evidence. There sure are a lot of photos around here, but almost all of them are just pictures of buildings. Nothing much to tell from that. Aside from the canister containing the film roll Sinclair picked up, there are no remaining items here that count as proper clue. Executive Manager, I have confirmed that the rest are all empty plastic containers. Then it's probably best to check the contents of the film roll directly. Yes, Executive Manager, I will find a way to develop the film. Did you guys finally find any sort of photos? Photo development room? No equipment nearby? Let's search a little more before we see what's in that film roll. Mentor, what do you make of this object? The 8th time, Angdu. I have no idea. I had wits bright enough to understand all that lies before me with a single glance, like their team leader. I would have passed the royal examinations long ago and secured myself a lucrative position as a court official. Stage is bullshit because I can't use my favorite sinners. Your favorite sinners aren't here, but I get your point. But, Mentor, hadn't you already passed the royal? Once swung a sword. Once swung a sword does not retrace its arc, Angdu. So it is with life. There's no undoing what has already been cut. Thus, it is unnecessary to dwell on what can no longer be undone. There is no after for what has been slashed away. Not for you, Mentor. Or do you not dwell on what can no longer be undone? I misspoke, Ang. I didn't mean it that way, Angdu. I merely meant to say that I do not wish to recall my past. I am aware. You have told me as much since long ago, whenever you were placed in a position to retrace the past. Mostly at your eateries, where you filled your belly on unpaid tabs, and each time you brought down the stone wall before our house by your own erring hand. Those are exactly the kind of things you should never forget. Oh, ow, ow, my belly. Oh, I feel a stabbing pain in my belly. Oh, the spots. Oh, the very wound you once gave me afflicts me yet. The one from when you thought you were only poking me with a scabbard. Yet by some cruel turn, it was your sword that ran me through. The dynamic is literally Sokka and Katara. Mentor, you said it was completely healed, that I do not need to concern myself with it. Those very same words have been repeated at least 80 times. But it still aches now and then. Chiefly when I hear your sharp cutting words that I really don't want to hear.
Balls.
Balls. Hello, Jimbo. How are you? Did you play the Cyberpunk collab? I guess you did. I heard they did pretty well on that. They're working on the collab? I see. Nice clip, Johnny. Hey, Ping, sometimes it's better to not have a clip. Apparently. Ah, is that so? Angdu suddenly pulled out a sheet of paper and began furiously writing something down. What is this? I've written down the words that I have just said. If hearing my sharp-cutting words afflicts you so, perhaps reading them instead would cause no suffering. No, there was no clip on it for some reason. Kim's face began to contort like a wet dish towel being wrung dry. I really can't believe that this is the same mentor Angdu follows so devotedly. Where's all the dignity and forbearance Angdu said he had? Angdu, there is a matter I would ask thee. Apparently, I wasn't the only one who felt that way about him. Pray speak freely. This may perhaps be discourteous inquiry, but I too, when speaking to the others of those who I serve, often ornament my words with the laudation of an acceptable degree, and yet... I understand your concern, Lady Don Quixote. I suppose this is your first time seeing the mentor with his shoulders so unbraced and his bearing so loose. In truth, when I first beheld him, I also wondered whether such a man could truly be a leader worth placing my faith in. However, upon my honor, I assure you that I have never once uttered a falsehood when I spoke of him to you. My respect towards the blades of my own foes, of my own and foes alike, my determination to safeguard what must be protected, even should my arms be torn apart. All of these are undoubtedly the teachings that my mentor has imparted upon me. Truly? Why, if fortune should grant the opportunity, you may witness Mentor's true yourself someday. That is to say, if we let ourselves be carried by the currents of the river to arrive at such a chance. Angdu gave her prosthetic arm a casual sweep, smiling sincerely as though she truly believed every word she said. Then, leaning closer to Dawn, she whispered, Besides, unless I speak with his feigned stern ignorance, there will be no end to his digging in his heels. I would ask for your trust, for all is aimed at his benefit. Forsooth, thou too hast been burdened with the trials of serving your superior. Oh, is it? Can she relate because Papa Don was also such a handful? So that's what it was. I get it now. Just as I witnessed the budding of this peculiar bond of commiseration and camaraderie between our chivalric friends, the door leading outside was flung open with a loud slam. They have arrived at the target location. It appears that the advance party has already been defeated. Wait, who are these people? Didn't they say there was only a single violator? Oh, crap. No, you don't. You didn't read Canto 7. I'm getting there. I'll do it this year. That one I can promise. It will happen this year. It's like it's too late to talk our way out of this. Whatever excuses we come up with. Aw, oh boy, this is not gonna end well. Same thing happened last time when I saw the NCOP employees. I thought we had the wrong intel, and all of a sudden... Ow. A sudden flash blinded my vision, white, as though I had stared right into a burst of searing light, so intense and bright that it made my head swim. Yeah, it was the same pop, and... With my vision blinded, the only thing I could make out was Ezra's soft murmur. Until even that came to a stop as her breathing hushed. Whoa, what the fuck? It didn't take long for me to realize what was happening. Nice cat. Seeing it again doesn't exactly warm the heart, wouldn't you say, Angdu? Though Escort may indeed be passing through hard times, this Ellie was not quite so wretched in form, was it? Mentor? Is that right? Looks much the same to me. This place. Did we just get teleported to Escort? No, Dante. Though it generates a considerable sense of verisimilitude, this is... Oh, I think I know what this is. This is a present. I haven't been able to detect it until just now, but somehow it was now surrounding us, saturating every corner of the space where we stood. The dreary stone walls, trees bent and coiled in grotesque forms, the sheen of light, and even the air we breathe, all of them point towards a single phenomenon. This is the depth of the fathoms. Fathoms made entirely out of distortion. They are completely different distortions where the N-Corp employees were just a moment ago, Executive Manager. It's... Oh, this is exactly it! This is what I was trying to explain! Oh my god! Nice face, bro! Nice beard, homie! Ezra pointed. The people in smart, neat suits had vanished, and in their place, figures clad in blood-stained dopo robes were approaching us with dragging, uneasy steps. Right. Let's fight first and talk later. Ready, Angdu? My blade is poised to strike, Lady Ezra. And, wait, where's the bamboo-headed dude? I am afraid he has already taken his leave. He said he had no desire to cross blades with the Chinokans of Escort twice. Nah, come on, man! Not again! He's a repeat offender, that's for certain. Executive Manager? Wherever Kim's gone off to, this definitely isn't the time to be asking trivial questions. Hey Zero, what are you doing tomorrow? Visiting Henny, eating in a restaurant with Henny, and then I don't know what I'll do after. Probably read the rest of this, because I won't be able to finish it today. Right, let's do what Ezra says and get ready for battle. What? No, not... Restaurant. It's a ramen place, actually. It's over? Wait, huh? What do you mean? I guess it's over. It's Sojo. What? Huh? What are you two? Wooey and Ping. What is this about? Okay. Don't worry about Hello? Yes, I do worry about it. Worry about this? What is this? Right, let's do what Ezra says and get ready for battle. On your orders, Executive Manager. Men, prepare for battle. What if we fight with women?
귀하들의 전투는 늘 낭부를 불러오지. 기대하겠네.
어디 비록 좀 볼까?
He's back! The sheep! Ah! She has the same skills. Oh my god! Okay, so this is just the same Ezra we had in the Spider Pyre. Okay. Angu's also here. Oh yeah. This does not look great. Dokebi arms! That's what they're called? Oh! It makes a lot of sense though. That's my good friend Angu. Is it just a normal ID? Wait, is this an IDs kit as well? Because I haven't looked at the IDs kit. Wait, to claim their bones? She has! Six, 7. Oh no. Incapacitate and bind, okay. They already have an observation dog? Well, okay, they don't have it yet. Head splitting memory. In bind next turn, gain Prince turn count, dash power up. Huh? Oh my god. Scouring Hunter Bands. 5% for every damage. 5% damage for every bind on the target. To cover the eyes is not to be blind. These fabrics created using U-Corp singularity.
I wonder which workshop forget that blade.
These fabrics created using Q-Corp singularity are fashioned into many forms, such as blindfolds and headbands, and are commonly used throughout the East. It is not unusual to see fixers and employees of corporate entities in the East covering their heads and faces with these products. The fabrics serve the same function as sunglasses, visors, and combat prosthetics. Combat prosthetic eyes found elsewhere in the city. They scan the target's information in real time, augment the wearer's vision, and provide tactical analysis. At times, they can also serve as a means of communicating with distant allies. Ah, okay. Limbus Company, specialized prosthetic prototype MK5 in Dokebi arms. If there's an ally at less than 50% of HP on the field, excluding the suit, gain assist defense. Oh, cool. On the outside, it looks different from the prosthesis. It looks no different from prosthesis you might find in other nests or backstreets. But apparently this particular prosthetic limb has been created using technology unique to Limbus Company. I wonder what that would be. Since the development of this prototype was led by the LCD department, I would assume that it has something to do with the power of distortions. Oh, that's not to say that I have any certainty regarding the matter. I was only in charge of transporting it. You see, this is just a simple speculation, really. In any case, I doubt this is your average prosthetic limb meant for body enhancement. Demon Fire Spine Cleaver. Is that the fucking sword's name? Bro. I think I know which workshop made the blade though. Oh! Aha! I found another one. Okay. More hidden lore. The Kebi arms? Do you perchance speak of the Kebis that often appear in tales of old, huh? I can scarcely believe it, yet after all I have witnessed while relying on the hospitality of Limbus company, the existence of Dokebi from folklore may well be within reason. Come to think of it, I do recall hearing of a name called Dokebi Unit. The secret text? Yeah, really gotta dig deep for this shit. Wait, those are different. Huh? You like that model? Oh, you girls got an eye for quality, excuse me. Can we try this model? Oh, come on, relax. I know the deal. You break it, you buy it. Thanks. See? Told you I'm a regular here. Okay, so the sword and the scabbard come as a set, so grab them both and feel the weight. How's that? Not as heavy as they look, huh? Oh. So, there's this particle.
You know who
Powder
else
thingy?
was using Mook Workshop katana?
I just realized it says Mook, not Moon. I read that as Moon before. It's called Mook. I don't know who else was using that katana. So there's this particle. Powder thingy in the scabbards, and they're patented by Mook Workshop. Every time you sheath and unsheath the sword for a brief moment, its blade comes out way sharper and lighter. And that model you're holding happens to focus on the sharpness. It's like ding, and voila, you get a nice buff on your weapon. I think it's one of the Year series models. That's Mook Workshop's classic lineup, by the way. Check out the finish here. It's... What the heck? Hey, this isn't the Year Type 2 model that went out of production. You know what this is? This stuff really isn't easy to come by. Feel lucky we found one here. If it's such a rarity, Lady Ezra, perhaps you ought to wield it instead. No, it's fine. Well, I can see it's literally made for you, and it'll work really nice with those boosters on your new prosthetic arms. It needs some getting used to, but you'll be one heck of a fighter once you get the hang of it. Anyway, consider a gift from yours truly. You're officially one of us now. Officially our new girl. No more temp ID. Then I shall accept with gratitude. By the way, remember the classic liner part? It's super durable, but there are delicate parts that you should watch out to not break. Okay, you know what? Let them break if it really comes to that. Just don't die on us. I shall take your words to heart. Aww. Is there more? Rending arts? Acupuncture? You could claim their bones? Lucid rippling flame. And even the balance. Lucid rippling flame. Combat start, apply sword play of the whole man. Cool! Angriest certified oomph right there. But yeah, Pink, do you want to tell me who it is that you're talking about or not? So I have these three to worry about, huh? I will not. Fuck you. Ah, the lust. Created katana for black silence weapons. What? They did?
불길 속으로.
Wait, but how does that work? Didn't he pull them from his gloves? So the gloves are really just like a storage. And I thought the gloves made the weapons, like summoned them, like the goop that Lurien has. Huh. I see. I was not aware.
이 작살엔 필살의 집념이 담겨있지. 우두께서도 저런 위험을 보이시니 되어야 한 상대는 나야.
I never.
과거는 과거일 뿐이지. 본국 제일검조차 아니었던
No, I knew.
자랑할 만한 이유는 뭐 있다고.
Yes, we believe in you.
적의 기세가 풀이 꺾인.
Fuck, is he not dead?
취하기라도 했는지 두는 수가 엉망이 됐더구나.
Wait, didn't we kill one? Yeah. Oh, 10 enemies. Somehow that's not Ishmael kill an enemy? It's minus 1 million SP if I have Ishmael right there. Still okay. Don't worry about this one. Time plus 1 for every poise on self. You have nothing. You literally have nothing. Okay, wait. I never calculate it properly. Like, round about 25 damage. Ish. Nah, I hate calculating this shit.
점 찍었네.
Oh, because it gets staggered. Now. And here I wanted to clash. What a tragedy. Faust is not undressed yet.
완성되었나? 생각이 많아지니 저런
And you are
실수가
calling out Vito? Hey, that's the whole point of Faust, no? Isn't that the whole point of Faust? Being naked? You're slower than Angu, so that won't work. Oh wait, you're not. Because Naked Faust, the game's scamming me. Somehow this fucking guy survived on 1 HP. Very silly. I love charge. Faust end this man. Oh. I want my money back. The money for what? Whoa! Subs. Okay. Give me a PayPal and I'll send you the money back. You just need to tell me how much. No problem though.
다수가 버틸 판은 아니었지. 이제 좀
No hard feelings. I fully understand that you wouldn't want to give me any coin. It's totally playable with this in raid, but hey. I do like the music though. The music's peak. Big fan. No Faust. Why are you still wearing that? Ah, thank you. It's time. It's a lot of money. You should give that money. Music's good, yeah. Finally, Naked Faust. The wait was worth it. Otis, are you serious? Have you ever heard of being not a snail? Otis really testing my patience here. She do 50 damage. Yes, she will, okay. The fuck? Schmel! The event feels kinda mid. In what aspect, thing? What aspect of it feels mid to you? Everything? Music, fight, visuals, characters, story, all that? Bro, her first coin. Her first coin deleted his ass. Hello yo. Okay, that guy will die from these two, I think. How's art class going? Not so great because I can't bring... Oh wow, okay. Because I can't bring the full ring team. They are preventing me. Hey, look at this blade lineage ID shaped sinners. I wish. Oh my god, she's so full of blood. That should be all of them. Surveying the area with measured alert, Angdu casts the blood from her sword with a sharp flick. With a few sharp flicks. Alright, sleepiness is hitting me. I'm off to bed. Have fun with the event. Thank you, you wee. One fight and everyone is caked in blood. That's the usual LCB experience, no? Although it's usually us that are the ones that get splattered into fine mist. I think I start having enough of support units. Oh, like you would rather have fought alone here? I can see what you mean, yeah. This is more of a narrative fight than anything, I guess. By the way, do we get a refractual boss of this Intervallus boss again? Because that one's not gonna have any support units, I guess. Or do we need other people to bail us out? Well, it's just story fights. Like how Arknight sometimes gives you pre-deployed operators that are just there in the story. Yeah, but the point is that, like, people like that they are actively in combat and you can see them fight with us, not just story-wise fight with us. It is kind of neat. I see why people would be like, oh, I don't need this guy. Yeah, you don't, but you can't prevent it. What bothers me more is that I am forced to use all the sinners. Like, I couldn't... I get that I am limited to the sinners that are only here. Although we have Malkuth available, we shouldn't be limited like that anymore, ever. But what bothers me more is that I must bring 7. That annoys me more. Surveying the area with measured alert, Angdu casts blood from his sword with a few sharp flicks before sliding it back to its sheath. Huh? They're not changing back. Doesn't look like beating up the distorted ones reverts them immediately this time around. Perhaps a fortunate turn of events, in a way. Let us search for clues while time allows us. Oh, right. You take that side, Angdu. I'll search here. Ezra and Angdu moved about as though they were used to this kind of situation. Without even taking a moment to catch their breath after battle, they began searching the space. Also pissed me off again, Sinner 8 getting another character I like. Just get her and stop hating on Sinner 8. Main problem is that yes, I do like other people helping us. My problem is that we constantly need other people to help us because we constantly need to fight. Something that's too big for us, and we need someone like Berg to help us. He did that like twice now. And I think he got reprimanded both times. Not sure about this fire. Maybe not in the pyre, but yeah. This is an example where Ryosh's kind was very guilty of this. Yeah, but Ryosh's Kanto was also specifically us taking on things that we had no right to beat. Like, top tier syndicate members. We had no right to overpower those. And his legacy was literally to the 8 of the story. Wow. I like Ishii still. Don Quixote was the first one to voice a doubt in the surreal, unfamiliar situation we found ourselves in. We battled distortions upon our arrival hither. Yet never before have I beheld our surroundings change so much with a sudden flash. Prithee, I cannot make sense of this situation. Couldst thou render a detailed account of this distortion phenomenon? Even for Ish, the where you go. Think I get lucky? Yeah, usually people that aren't me get luckier than me. Unless their name is Vito. But Vito balances that out with cash. So, yeah. Apologies. It would appear I overlooked the briefing due to the urgency of this predicament. This is, according to the definition presented by Lady Moses, a location-type distortion. Oh, we haven't. Oh, hey. Makes you feel better. Only got Mercenary Crystal. Did 20 more and we're complete duds. Well, I did 50 and I got only dupes and the announcer. Try and beat that to make for real gambling 10 subs to see who will get that. No paying. You literally told me before that you want your money back. Hey, congrats. I wanted her to. Lied. Hey. You. And they say I'm Sundere. It's basically when a whole space distorts. And since places and buildings can't move on their own, the distortion gets fixed in a certain space. As for this one, looks like the distortion already progressed pretty far along. Middle stage, probably. They don't usually get this big, but this one's covering almost an entire street. Then, those people... They entered the space and got caught up in it. And our job right now is to get to the bottom of the phenomenon. What exactly gets people caught up and what happens to them once they're in. Of course, we can't really rule out the possibility of a powerful distortion that's encroaching upon its environment. Oh. By that I mean when the distortion bleeds into the space around it and warps it. Oh man, I'm actually talking like a team leader. Rubbed off on me, I guess. Ezra continued with a sheepish giggle. Bah! In any case, we won't be able to suppress or cure the distortion even if we whoop these guys' asses 100 times. I spent 200 crates for nothing? You buffoon. You should have at least looked. Why didn't you just look first before you used the crates? Why? You... Hester! Oh fuck! Well, I guess there's gonna be more stuff. I didn't know better. Do your research, man. We need more clues to help us locate the inflection point. Maybe we should examine these people over there, too. With a call, Ezra directed our attention to rows of collapsed people all around. All of them clad in doppel robes. And these are... the glyph bezeled upon the headbands. 2. Bespeaks propulsion and pursuit. Marks them as Chinokuns, functionaries charged with scoring and hunting runaway nobbies. You hail from the homeland as we do. I am surprised that you know of them. I could hardly fail to know, for I too was once enumerated among their quarry. Scientists and technicians were daily being dispossessed of their stations in Escorp after all. So it was not idle tale. Scientists who ply their craft without fattening Escorp's coffers are seized forthwith and made nobbies of the corporation. Indeed, I count myself fortunate to have absconded with my friends before the brand of Nobby could be impressed upon us. Otherwise... Sure, Dominique, if you can show me something funny, why would I not want to see it? Unless it's not funny. First of all, I beat depression? What do you mean by that? Because you have negative gloom? Also, oh yeah, Padre server, that's where you got me from. I was like, how the fuck did you find me? He has -1 gloom resource. That's how he beat depression. Nobi, the wretched appellation conferred upon the people for their convenience of those in power. A vile practice and an excuse of their power-mongering. Nothing more. so-called taboo, the so-called taboo hunters of Escort operate by much the same anatomy. Does the breaching of taboo summon the hunter, or does the hunter first seize his prey, to thereafter frame the captive with invented transgression? The powerful so desire to chase a man down, to take possession of his very being and keep him caged, then they need only decree that he should bear the lots of a Nobi, such as what Escort has become today. Ah, so they abuse the power to brand anyone as a traitor or as a taboo breaker. Because they can just plant evidence on them and then they're just like, ah yes, you are now a slave, or whatever a Nobi exactly is. My mentor too is one of the victims of that accursed practice. Then couldn't those people have been sent out to capture your mentor or Yisa? Or me, perhaps. Or none of us. You mean to state that they may be conceptual forms of Chinokuns, generated by distortion? That is the plausible conjecture. We are getting nowhere with this clue hinting. With a heavy sigh, Otis pressed her finger against her brow, as if her head was starting to pound in frustration. To delve further into the matter, it is necessary to determine why the Escort and its Chinokuns have appeared as the motive of this phenomenon. Considering the course of events we have seen so far, wouldn't it stand to reason that the distortion stains all nearby things with memories most foul? The presence of Chinokuns suggests the possible correspondence to Yisang's memories. Conversely, however, the absence of T-Corp's time collectors weakens this hypothesis. In which case, the most plausible theory is that this particular distortion could have stemmed from Bamboo-Headed Kim or Angdu's memories. Angdu furrowed her brow and fell into thought, as though she couldn't grasp the full picture of the problem. I've seen a few distortions that show trauma or affect their surroundings. This one! I'm not getting that pop of inspiration. Can't even guess at what this distortion wants either. Ah! Fucking! I need to turn on the lights in my room in a sec. Because if that happens more often, I'm gonna be blind at the end of the day. The white flash of light suddenly drowned my vision again as Ezra clutched her head and cried out with annoyance. Oh, if only Team Leader was here! Cracking this would have been a piece of cake! And we are back. So this is why you kept asking whether we'd seen anything bursting with a pop. The N-Corp employee must have had it rough too, getting dragged into the distortion like that. Yo, serious Sinclair look? Fuck you, flashbang. I mean, what else are we supposed to do? It was self-defense. They were about to attack us. I suppose finding the root cause and taking care of it would be the fastest way forward. Let's just do what we can for now. Okay, first, we need to develop the film we found. We'll head to the nearest dark room and... Actually, let's first drag that slippery hat-wearing Colt back here and get him talking about Chinokuns. That's probably our best bet. Every time we take a job, that slacker just slips off without telling anyone. As one part of me watched Ezra stamp her feet in frustration, I was also carefully following Heathcliff's team through the other part of my vision. Oh, I think I can help with that. Have you located him? Huh? What? Boss Clark found something! Yep, I found where Bamboo-Headed Kim is right now. Was never getting that aura down. Nice!
파우스트는 이번에야말로 완성했어요.
Sorry, I got distracted for a second.
완벽한 걸작을. 파시아도 파우스트의 생각에 동의한다고 하네요.
We love Fascia and Faust. Film. Is it different units now? Ah! Thank you. It's just one time. I can ring it again.
이 떨림.
소재가 준비됐어?
내 작품. 이 떨림.
전시 준비는 시원의 일 소재가
나를 점 찍었다면 격에 맞는 조언도 함께 준비하라.
Are the egos correct? You're not in the team anyways. Sure. By the way, Zara, what was your reaction with Kim's cameo? I mean, cameo. It's not a cameo. This entire thing is about him. It's not a cameo if he's the main part of this. Or are you talking about his face reveal? His face reveal? We have now agreed upon the fact that he is Sokka from The Last Airbender. Also, I got spoiled because I got the announcer in my pulls. So I saw his face immediately, basically. In the first 10 pull, I got the announcer. I was like, oh, I guess that's his face. It's kind of silly. My friend got spoiled too. I mean, he does appear like in the first two. He appears very early, so the reveal is not... It doesn't take away that much, but it's still funny. Why must Middle Otis keep stealing from Middle Heath? Why? You can unpack your sword later. I want to see his funny skill 4. No. The sword must be unpacked. Clearly, it states... Clearly, it says... time to unpack. So obviously, it is time to unpack. Also, this thing does so much damage. It's so funny that it's a skill 2. This thing is ridiculous. I guess it's because it's a Levantine exclusive skill, but still, it's crazy that this is a skill 2. Complete and total Levantine. Like, this is probably the most destructive ID they've made. Okay. Ringing!
저 살점을 찢으면
Same music? Meanwhile, I find it really hard to unpack because when I finally get to the 3rd layer, everything is already dead! Like, can you die slower? I need to unpack. He really balanced it out by letting Matthias do team killing. That's not even happening because you never lose clashes with this team. When have you... You're not even actively clashing. You just counter spam. I have actually never seen my Matthias kill anyone because no one in the middle team has lost like a clash yet. It's funny. I've actually not seen her use that skill. Most complicated envy setup once again. Clash with envy and counter when you have no envy skills. It's all one step. Correctly. And thanks to the basically guaranteed 6 envy res now, you won't even lose most clashes. And sometimes it's just funny to press all counters anyway. Like, I'm pretty sure the last boss in the railway, you can just middle counter your way through that shit. 24,000 HP? That's nothing in front of Otis. Meanwhile, Heathcliff's team. Ah, oh, bloody hell! What's up with these gits? They're showing up out of nowhere! Oh, how should I know? Judging by their getup, they seem to be like escort fellas. And things were going so well. Could have talked it out with those fedora guys who were rummaging around the place earlier, you know. No, they just had to go barking at them. You just had to go barking at them first. You would have saved us a whole lot of trouble if you hadn't, right? Wait, so it's my fault? Oh, those bastards looked like they were nicking stuff. This is our contract area, right? Ain't it? If they walked off with something important, we'd be the ones catching hell. Oh, listen, bud. Not everyone's itching to swipe hair. He's never gonna live that down. Listen, bud. Not everyone's itching to swipe hair coupons into their pockets the second they get the chance. Oh, for how many bloody months are you gonna milk that? Excuse me? Ah, what? You got a problem too, mate? Haha, no, not at all. Just wondering whether that gentleman over there is also one of our enemies. Is that the end of your troupe performance? Shame. I was really enjoying watching you folks dance. I might have mistaken this place for Peach Blossom Land of Legends. Had there been a cup of fine Macchioli. Give me some help, Google Translate.
막걸리.
Okay, Macchioli. Literally says what this means. Yeah, I know what it means, but I wanted to know how I'm supposed to pronounce it.
막걸리.
Ah, yeah. That's an enemy, alright. Huh? He has a name tag, though. I think it says some LCD. Bamboo Head's it. You got no Bamboo Head with a frog. Heathcliff just launched himself at him. LCD or whatever, who gives a toss? Am I supposed to put up with every bastard having a dig at me? Oh dear. Such bold swings. He's just mogging. Okay. Heathcliff just got mogged by chud-hatted Kim. Crazy. Such bold swings. Didn't know there was an encore to that performance. Haha. Oh, you slippery little rat! Well, I do find this amusing enough, but if you intend to play with me, you ought to be more aware of your surroundings. Hey, behind you. There's, Oh wow! He took out all those doppel-wearing people with just a single strike. I thought Bamboo Kim would be more middle-aged. I think a lot of people thought that. But also, what does middle-aged mean to you? Would you consider someone in their 30s middle-aged? Look more wrinkled. People in their 40s don't look wrinkled yet, Pesta. I think you're thinking about like 50 to even 60. Bamboo age, Kim. I'd say that about covers the price of admittance for your troop circus, wouldn't you? Well then, I leave the rest to you folks. Wandering blades and Murim tales never linger on the stage for long after all. Oi! Where the bloody hell do you think you're going? Ah, damn it! Bamboo lazy Kim.
조심하는 것이 좋지 않겠는가. 모제스 아씨께서도 누누이 말했지. 갑작스레 달라진 행동에 주의하라고.
Gonna see this a lot, won't we? Memory did they already have memory transition before? Three stacks. Turn and lose one stack. If the student has 0 stacks on this effect, at turn starts, certain units and effects transform. When staggered, recover from stagger. Let's see, the remove effect activates, reset memory transition back to base stack. Ooh. Do we want to see what they transform into? Also, we can now see the observation log. Due to the unexpected difficulties in recording a voice log owing to the noise level in the surrounding area, and as the relative lull of the situational
10 years
emergency
in the joint made you a fucking pussy. Zaid years old.
Hey! There's the relative lull of the situational emergency permits, this observation log will be handwritten. The flash is followed by anomalous alterations to select entities or surroundings. The flash is always accompanied by a loud noise. The noise is a composite synthesis of various noises commonly associated with photography equipment. The rustle of winding film, the high-pitched whine of electricity charging the flash component, and the like. Altered entities universally exhibit anomalies akin to a scrapbook-like collage of various print material, such as newspapers or
4 months made
magazines.
Bamboo hatted Kim into no hit bomb.
Balls.
Are we done?
Beep beep.
Are we done now? I don't care about that part. Altered entities universally exhibit anomalies akin to a scrapbook-like collage of various print material, such as newspapers or magazines. For humans, these anomalies were most commonly observed on the face. After a certain point, most altered entities began to exhibit identifying elements associated with District 19. At once the alteration progress caused by the distortion was halted, they returned to pinned frame team staff members of N-Corp, Service the Clue. It does not appear that its main mode of interaction is spawning sub-entities or summoning their illusions, but overlaying certain appearances to entities already in the vicinity. Noticeable boosts to the overlaid entities' combat capabilities have been observed. The exact cause is unknown. Current working theory, constructed by the LCD on-site investigation reasoning team, posits a high level of likelihood that it is a location-type distortion. Following that reasoning, it can be concluded that this case cannot be resolved simply by defeating the altered entities. No further discoveries are to be made. This observation log is concluded. Splitting memory. The same thing they had before. Okay. Win rate. Okay, that's not... Could you at least, like... go for certain people? By the way, every day I realize that I am somehow more stupid than the day before, because I realized that your first time beating stage doesn't count for clear statistics. It doesn't? Wait, all those clear statistics we saw then were people replaying a stage?
잠시 신임용 매뉴얼 좀 봐도 되겠는가? 이런 상황은 예상치 못해.
Probably.
반듯한 일격이었어. 실로 군더더기였군.
None of them lost a clash, thank you.
동주 상구 같은 배를 탔으니 돕긴 도와야겠지. 물론 나 말고 앵두가.
모두도 도우셔야 한다. 모제스 아씨가 눈 감아준다고 자꾸 그렇게
Who
농땡이를
will do,
주시면
mentor? Lady Moses may have turned a blind eye to your idleness.
두 분께 이
But if you
사실을
persist, I shall have no choice but to report your conduct. He's gonna snitch on him. He's gonna snitch on him. She's gonna snitch on him. Like if he had stage on 6 and didn't want to show mine. Maybe it just takes random recent clears. Oh. Hey! You were not supposed to lose that.
과거의 풍지, 본국 제일검조차 아니었던 내게 자랑할 만한 우영이 뭘까? 혹시 아니야? 나도 앵두 너처럼 새검 하나 생기면
필요하십니까?
Well, as long as I don't kill any,
답을 받고 빚이라도
we
내서
should be able to
제일
see
좋은
them
공을 하나 장만해드리면 됩니다.
transform now.
앵두야, 네가 하면 농연이라 진담 같으니 부디 그러지 말아줘.
Or I guess soon.
검은 지금 것으로 충분하다. 감상은 어떤가요?
Honglu doesn't need other skills. Skill 1 enough. Also, can we talk about how cute Mersol's tail is? So adorable with it. Such an adorable little tail. You good doggy. It's a cat tail, I know. Don't bully me. Oh! What the fuck? Hey!
추풍낙엽.
Oh look, they transformed back.
인연이 싸워도 낙엽은 반드시 떨어지니.
What happens if I take another 3
당연한
turns?
결과지요.
Out attack in full force? Yes. Bit overkill. Wait, what's this? Pinning nail. In offense, serve it down for every 2 pi. In bleed, equal to stack. On tremor burst, gain bleed equal to. Ugh. How inconvenient. Smile for the camera. Okay, this is the same unit actually. Yeah, that's so cool. That they have the same unit basically. Intelligence gathering. When using a skill of identical rank to the skill photographed, clash power -5. Defense skills and ego skills are counted separately. Identical rank to the skill photographed. That's interesting. Huh. Smile for the camera. Actually, what's the skills called? Snapshot? Nail head strike. Arranged information. Huh. Oh, wow. They do roll quite high, don't they? Okay, never mind. We do too. I mean, this is the team that basically beat the railway. These guys together are so busted. How will literally just wipe most of them out? What the fuck? No, I think he's worse. Honestly, each nurse father is worse in their own way. Because holy shit. Wait. What did she... No, I missed that! I think he was stealing some snacks. I think her skill can also reach that. If she wants to. Who's the worst nurse father? Like gameplay wise, or are we still talking about character wise? Character. First one has to be Pinky. There isn't one.
저런 실수도 나오는구나.
Anyway, lovely gate. Yeah, I know. I love when he starts decorating the room. I don't have a skill 3, this sucks. Why is it sparkling? I could... Oh, just end them right here. Just embody the content. Yay! do a lot, don't they? Like, all of them do a shit ton. But each a bit differently. They turned back.
나도 앵두 너처럼 세금 하나 생기면
필요하십니까? 그럼 사드려야죠. 답을
They do
받고
too much against the general
제일
content.
좋은 검으로
What's the general content for you, Pesta?
앵두야.
What would you consider the general content? Is it story playthrough?
우리 그러지 말았으면 좋겠구나. 검은 지금 것으로 충분하다.
Well, that's because story isn't difficult. If you're on level and
귀하들이라면 능히
like
이길
max
것이 아니-
uptide, then the story isn't difficult. I'd argue. So all they do is speed it up a bit. And the endgame content is now designed around them. So I can't even say that they are overpowered in the face of the endgame content, because in there they did not feel that strong in the railway. They felt like I needed them to beat it. Some challenge here and there would be nice. That's why there's railway, and well, the new hidden bosses are challenging as fuck. Endgame con, I think everyone dies. Yeah, pretty much. And the refract trial, endgame content. I don't know. The intervallo bosses could be a bit harder, but I did think I struggled with Rufo, with the normal Rufo. I did struggle quite a bit with her until I figured out the mechanics and how to properly clash with her. But I know people could just do that with the right egos. Like, you didn't even need to properly take care of the debuffs, because some egos just rolled high enough to out damage her gimmick or out roll her gimmick. Yeah, Rufo's a nice fight. Rufo's probably at the moment my favorite fight in the game. Probably Rufo and maybe Rien. Rien is kind of fun, but also very simple. I think Rufo is probably the best fight. Wish Rien had more to his fight. It's just, well, it's index gimmick. It's the index gimmick, huh? I saw that, Pesta. I also realize now that I could have probably beaten her first try if I used 12 sinners instead of just however many I used on my tries. So, let me get this straight. Dude was here just a minute ago, and now nobody knows where he wandered off to? Yeah. Look, just turned up out of nowhere, flapped his gums, and did a runner before anyone could grab him. Zero, what would you typically wear if you were in casual setting? I wear jeans and t-shirts every day. It can be in winter, then I sometimes wear a pullover or just turn up the heat. But honestly, even in winter I wear t-shirts and jeans. That is my go-to wear. Not Zerihi broccoli. Yeah, this... Johnny, why not? I wear this on casual days. No, I don't have a style. I don't really have much... What's it called? Like, sense of style? Yeah, I don't really have that. I do know what I like, but I would never dress myself that way. Yeah. Fashion sense? Yeah, fashion sense. I don't really have a fashion sense. I know what I would like, but I don't know what would fit me and wouldn't look awkward. I do follow some people that dress up in really cool outfits, specifically on Instagram. Don't worry, I'll dress you. What a nice summer dress would be, sweet darling. Please, no. Also, I'm glad you're drawing more, Johnny. Keep that pen in your hands. Anyway. Enough distraction. Yeah, look, just turned up out of nowhere, left his gums, and did a runner before anyone could grab him. Ezra let out a long, listless sigh, as though she was getting sick and tired of even complaining about Kim. Lady Ezra, I cannot say your frustration is misplaced. Yet I trust you are... Oh, Luna went live! Well, would you look at that? Another artist that is so magnificent at drawing. She draw this model here. Did you draw horses, Luna? Oh, no, you were playing PGR.
I swear, someone in Hypergriff is watching me. I swear I didn't copy it. I just had a funny idea because I love both.
Look at your reaction with the PGR girls. Ah, nice.
Little Pony as a kid, and I have a brain rot currently with Arcanites. I didn't think it actually what the fuck?
What? Yep.
Brother, I think they're
I
watching
gotta
me.
love the Luna reaction clips. She becomes Alpha's pet. Well, I would too, because I've seen what she looks like. Lady Ezra, I cannot say your frustration is misplaced. Yet I trust you are also aware that more often than not, Mentor's actions have carried a profound design. Yeah, to not work and slack off. She's carboned me, I would melt. Instantly. He has never left his post without a purpose so far. What is suspicious? She get real close. Seems like you enjoyed PTR. Nice. No, I get it, okay? But come on. Would it kill him to give us a heads up before he goes zooming off on his own again? It's not like we'd stop him. What are we gonna do? Tie him up? Lock him up in a closet? We don't do that in our team, right? Remember last time? We had thought he was going to be a good patient and sleep off in the recovery ward, but nope. When the FC got infiltrated, he snuck out without telling anyone and came back like nothing happened. The team leader didn't even shoo him out for that one. Lady Ezra, that's... See? Wasn't supposed to mention that, was I? And the reason he failed to participate in the operation was simply because the LCD was lax in supervising its personnel? Is that what you're suggesting? Lady Moses bade us hold our tongues for this very reason. She knew full well Mentor's intentions would be misunderstood in precisely such a manner. I shall lurk while I hunt. I'm gonna hunt. Shouldn't you sleep though, Luna? It's not Friday yet. Don't you have work tomorrow? Stern look. I should know so I can stay up late. Okay, then never mind. Have fun hunting. What part of this have I misunderstood? Did you not just disclose that the man deserted his post without authorization? That's the thing. He wasn't just wandering around. He was outside. All alone. Taking down the ring automaticans who'd locked down the elevator that leads to the LCD department. Yeah, it's not like he was dealing with the strongest enemies out there, but the recovery ward didn't even have an emergency alarm. Nobody from the department was there to warn him either. He somehow just caught on and did the job himself. Thank you, Luna. I will enjoy my stream. Already am doing so. Huh? But it's all thanks to him that the facilities team managed to get the comms back up and contact the LCE chief dude way faster. And that helped the LCA to actually deploy. They would have been delayed for another hour or two if he hadn't stepped in, apparently. Ah, the off-screen hero. He went fighting even though he still wasn't fully recovered. So he came back looking like he'd been processed through a meat grinder. So yeah, he did end up staying in bed like a good patient. In a lot of pain. And the soldier is not entirely deserving of a reproach. No, he's a less talking, more doing type, I guess. Anyway, we were all stuck inside the building back then during the incident. So fine, I suppose there was no helping it. Today though, never mind. It's always like this with him. He always slips away and pops back in saying, "It's done." My point is, what happens if one day one of the solo missions doesn't go his way and he just drops dead in the street somewhere? How are we supposed to help him then? Actually, how does he even know what's supposed to be done in the first place when nobody gave him any instructions? Ah, bloke's got to be relying on his gut feeling, innit? Gut feeling? Ah, look, I only saw the bloke for a bit, so can't say I got him all figured out. He's an annoying bastard, but he didn't strike me as some clueless sod who doesn't know where he's stepping. Heathcliff scratched his chin, then kept talking as though he was stating an obvious fact. Today's proof enough. He's not one of us.
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Which one though, Ezra or Heathcliff? Heathcliff made it the fuck up. Today's proof enough. He's not one of us, so Clockhead couldn't have reached him from that far and sent him to back us up. And there's no way he just happened to run into us just when we were about to get into battle, innit? Well, could be the bloke's got some stupidly sharp head on him and pieced things together. Could be that. But I've got these moments when I get a flash of that gut feeling. However you want to call it. My boss man, Matthew, said he could hear the kind of shite too. Said, I can hear them guts turning. And I think I hear rats scurrying about. He'd do things you couldn't make heads or tails of. Listen here. Listen. There was this one time when we were expecting a life and death fight. Matthew says he can hear them guts turning. Walks into a random pub. Starts throwing back drinks like he'd lost his bloody mind. That does sound like someone who's lost his bloody mind. Thank you for your insight, Ishmael. Heck, when I was on the ship, some sailors used to drink the barrel dry before battle in Wales to blunt their fear. Only to stumble around on the deck and fall overboard. Yeah, the boss could knock it back like a whale. Still, the point is, getting plastered right before a turf was not what most sane people would call a good idea. Had us all crossed, so we went stomping after him. And guess what? Turns out that pub was the secret hideout where the opposing syndicate was holed up. They were crowding around the gaffer, running their mouths about how they'd kill him and put an end to the dead rabbits. That's when we came storming in and had them surrounded instead. Not a single one of them got away. We beat them bloody, every last bastard. I must knew it would play out that way. Sorry, but this really sounds like a barstool bragging to me. You sure that wasn't just coincidence? Heathcliff, Discord. Hi, sons. How about my gut feeling, huh? Which Heathcliff is that? Is that 7 Heathcliff? Can he smile? Oh my god, he has the same smile as... No, he has the same smile as Ezra! Oh boy. I should think it was no mere chance. If you are saying as much, then surely This was but one among many such coincidences. Is that not so? Yeah. Every time Matthew pulled out one of those stunts, our lot ended up growing bigger. Wouldn't have kept working so neatly if it were just coincidence. It is likely what is often referred to as indeed an instinctive sense or experience-based precognition. More accurately, an unconscious process by which information accumulated in the subconscious is sorted and converted into sensible conclusions. There have been some extremely rare cases in which Heathcliff has demonstrated the ability to arrive at coherent conclusions that surprise even Faust. On further analysis, it would appear that he was employing a mechanism similar to a sixth sense, as some people call it. Was that a compliment, or are you taking the piss out of me? We will never know. Though my mentor does not see fit to explain each step he takes. When all is past, I often find that no footfall of his was taken in vain. I would ask of you, grant him but a little time and wait. Keep waiting, and the shape of his intent may yet become clearer. Though I confess, I also have become concerned about him of late. His recent silence is far heavier than what I have noticed in the past. Oh no. Wise words incoming. Don Quixote has her eyes closed. Wait! Don Quixote began, hesitated, then stopped herself from saying more. She only gave a quiet nod. Yeah, I suppose our team leader has her own reasons for letting him be. That said, doesn't mean I'm happy about it, said Wisdom. Let us return to the task at hand and do what we can for now. I'm fine. As the others quieted down, I finally had room to notice the place we found ourselves in. There wasn't a single ray of light, just a deep red hue pressing in from every side. I can't believe we've been chatting in the dark this whole time. Fellas, the red lights aren't helping at all, especially with my aging eyes. Oh, Gregor, you're old. Oh, are you looking for the light switch? It's right. Oh my god, is he gonna... I'm calling. Marisol would grab his hand. And right then... Don't turn on the light. I heard Marisol's clipped warning, his voice coming from a corner I didn't expect to find. But Marisol, where are you? Ah, there he is. That corner. Is he washing something? I am developing the film role manager. Exposure to light might ruin the entire role. Please exercise caution. So he'd been doing his own thing. That explains why he was quiet all along. Ah, didn't think you'd know how to print photographs, pal. What's that for, anyway? You expressed a wish to have the film developed, manager. I am carrying out that instruction. I see. The photo studio first, and now a dark room. This may be no more than a conjecture, but it would not be unreasonable to suppose that the axis of this distortion rests upon the photographer. Film serial number either match those found in the photo studio or deviate by a single digit. It is certain that this darkroom is connected to the photo studio in some way. The images bear striking resemblance to these photographs. I also believe this building and that photo studio share a strong connection. Oh, where did you get these photos? I brought some from the photo studio. I cannot name the location in the picture with certainty. Yet they all appear to have been taken in various places in N-Corp's districts. Buildings, mostly. Hey! Wait, I know what these are. People take pictures like these when supplying stuff to that department store. Correct, the photos must have been taken by a docographer. A what? I guess someone that photographs documents? Marisol chimed in, holding up an odd cylindrical container in his hand this time. He gave the container a shake every now and then, with a measured rhythm. Whatever he was doing seemed to be part of the process of developing the film. Film rolls are hardly affordable for the average resident of N-Corp. In most cases, taking photographs is done as part of a professional duty. There are approximately 21 occupants in District 14 that utilize photography. However, only a single profession involves routinely photographing specific buildings, adhering to fixed standards that can be observed in these pictures. And these docugraphers you mentioned are the people entrusted with that job? Yes, they photograph the information to be poured into canned experience. Docugrapher? How could a person of such decently lucrative profession fall into distortion? Yeah, how can you be depressed if you're rich? Stupid. That can't happen. Anything I can do for you to hate me? Ping, are you asking me directly? If so, no, I can't. No. Not that I can think of it. I mean, okay, fair. There's one thing that you can do to piss me off, but I don't think you'd do that. Because I don't think you like that either. Just notice we have people talking as background noise. Sometimes. Of course, now they don't talk again. Decent job, maybe. But how do we know if they were a decent person? Ezra replied with a clear-cut answer after only a brief pause. What exactly? I'm not gonna tell you, but it pissed me off in multiple streams already. And you even wrote I knew it about that. I was right, rather. What makes you say that? The photo studio we were at didn't have any darkrooms, right? No, it didn't. My team leader said that there are other ways of processing film rolls, but in N-Corp you have to go to a darkroom to develop and print them. I am bamboo-headed Kim. Oh my god. Hey, what the fuck? Wait, can I? Ping made a nice edit of bamboo-headed Kim's face. And so now I am him. Can I just... Look, nobody's gonna notice. It fits perfectly. It took me 20 minutes. Sometimes editing a single picture can be really time consuming. I worked on thumbnails for a while sometimes because I suck at using editing programs. Lack of experience makes those take a lot longer. You think anyone's gonna notice? Correct. Film rolls are usually immersed in developer solution to be processed. Which is why photo studios have these dark rooms equipped with red safe lights right next to them. But this place, it's pretty far from that photo studio. I just redraw it. Wait, you didn't draw over the other one? Oh my god, I just noticed. Wait, that's insane. I thought you edited the picture. That's how good this is. Even drawing, even just quote-unquote drawing over it. This is great, actually. I legit thought you just edited the original. Because the face and the mouth are on point. The neck too. Now hate me? How could I, Ping? You just said you spent 20 minutes just for me. Yeah, we like to call him Picasso. How could I hate someone that just spent 20 minutes just for me to make a stupid shit post that's actually really cool? Ah, yeah. I can't see the art. Are you sure you can't see the art? See? Are you sure you can't see it? Look, Ping, it's so perfect. Seek didn't even notice my face looked different. It's not Heathcliff! It is bamboo-headed Kim. No! Pesta, it's not Heathcliff. It's bamboo-headed Kim. Yeah. Very Catherine smile. Very smile. Ah, yeah. Now that you mention it. Check out these windows. Really covered by newspapers, so messy like. If you consider how sensitive film rolls are to light, it's really super suspicious that this darkroom doesn't have any proper blackout panels. You know films can cost a fortune in some place in the city, right? Who in their right mind would print photos in a room patched up with yesterday's newspapers? Yeah, so this is like a last minute made one. 3 smilers. You are supposed to be hunting monsters, Miss May. I can't even say you're supposed to be asleep. Damn it. You ruined my whole bit, Luna. Grrr. Oh. This probably isn't even a legit darkroom. Someone has hauled in the bare minimum tools needed to develop film and threw them together in a hurry. I'm hunting monsters and I'm here. Wait, you're hunting as well? Though I guess you are playing Wilds. I mean, look at your face and you know why Luna is here. You are a monster! She's hunting me! I'm grinding Rise achievements. Oh, lol! Funny enough, since I was helping Shimo and Luna go through Sunbreak, I actually got my 1000 Master Rank Monster achievement like a few days ago. Yeah, award for hunting 1000 large Master Rank monsters. I got that achievement last week. Actually, the week before last week, but yeah. Forgot, sir, that I can multitask. Is my answer to that. Someone who didn't want to be seen printing photos. And people don't usually avoid scrutiny unless they're doing something not so decent. If that's the case, then I can see why they might have distorted. Right? Manager. Meersault came to my side quietly, still giving the strange cylinder the occasional shake. There's a lot. I have problems, Luna. My Rise playtime is almost 600 hours. Let's compare that to the other ones. How much? Okay, that was AFK though. The world's time doesn't count. God, Wilds is so bad. Wilds is literally only 136 hours. Close your face, but hey, you don't need glasses anymore. I can see! Whoa! They gave me contacts. I have a request regarding your instructions to develop this film roll. What is it? Please ensure that the light in this room is not turned on until development is complete. Aren't we already doing that? Yes, however, engaging in battle opens the door to uncontrollable variables. This is why I have judged it necessary to make a separate request. Battle? There is no need for concern. I am capable of participating in combat while maintaining the development process. Wait. Can you slow down? A battle, you say? Surely there must be cause for you to believe so. At the photo studio, reinforcements arrived exactly 11 minutes and 34 seconds after NCORP's pin frame team staff were defeated. Deduction based on the events thus far make it clear that the photo studio in this darkroom shares some kind of connection. Furthermore, Sinner Heathcliff, Sinister Honglu, and Sinner Gregor have battled NCORP's pin frame team in this very location. I hear footsteps rushing up the staircase, approaching closer and closer. I have a feeling I know what Meersault is getting at, but I ask anyway. Meaning? That we need to beat them before they transform, I assume. The initial rinse is finished. The process is now halfway into the completion of the second agitation. This indicates that 11 minutes and 30 minutes have elapsed since the start of development. A battle is imminent. Please withdraw to the safe position, manager. Meersault, you... Crash. You should have warned us way earlier! Understood, manager. I will follow that instruction going forward. But unfortunately, it is 9 PM. And Honglu just ripped the person apart. We will have to do the other part another time. Surely next will be a really hard battle. Huh? Yeah, interestingly enough, the next part is not a battle. I also expected that to be a battle. I thought I could do just a battle and then stop there, but no. But hey, I do like the story so far, even if it's very vague. I like the character introductions. I guess for anyone that cares, you can just watch the full Intervallo on Vito's channel, because Vito will just stream until 4 AM, so you can watch the whole thing there. I hope I will never see this again. I wouldn't be so sure about that. Actually, we have to laugh at Keegan who's playing LOL. But I want to watch Zera. It's okay. We're gonna raid Keegan who's playing League of Legends because we must laugh at him. Pesta is already there, actually. Pesta is already there. I mean the face? What do you mean this face? Are you talking about this ping? What if I now make this my Discord profile? Pesta now drawing. But yeah, again, even if you were just tracing things, this is great. I will cry. Best gameplay ever. I'm being serious about this though. I have tried to trace a dusk beam, and that came out horrible. Your tracing is good. You even added the horns. Cares into your soul. It really does. But yeah, thanks for watching. And I'll see you tomorrow, but later. And then I'll do the rest of this. See ya then. And thank you for everything. Your art again, Ping. I really appreciate it. Again, you put in the